What's the greatest? Worst movie? Deep Blue Sea. Samuel L. Jackson. LLC Call J. And Super Sharks. Once Bitten. It was Jim Carrey's first film role. It's gloriously campy. Monos. The Hands of Fate, the creators of Mystery Science Theater 3000. On which this movie was notably mocked. Called it the worst movie they ever featured in the entire run of the show. Which is really saying something. Ever heard of Neil Breen? The Mario Brothers movie. Just awesome. Mac and Me. The E.T. ripoff brought to you by McDonald's of all people. Troll 2. It had a documentary called Best Worst Movie. Worth a look. *edit, Troll 2 not Trolls 2. I was having a stupid. Anaconda anyone? With the likes of Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, Owen Wilson, Danny Trejo, and Jon Voight all sharing the screen at the same time. That is the recipe for amazingly horrible and horribly amazing at the same time. Edit. Here's something I just found out. Frank Welker voiced the Anaconda. Over the top. I will say it's the best father-son arm wrestling movie out there. Batman and Robin. There are over 40 ice puns. That's all you need. But you also get Clooney as the worst Batman ever. Bane's mindless banter. Ivy's cringe-worthy monologues. Bat nipples. Bat credit card. Etc. So bad it's good. My personal favorite is Jupiter Ascending, a $200 million beautiful space epic about a wolf man with flying boots protecting the title owner of planet Earth from having sex with her children so she can return to her life as a maid. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Showgirls. It makes a lot more sense if you watch it imagining Nomi Malone to be an alien who doesn't understand humanity. Otherwise it's a terrible movie but so watchable. There's loads of nudity but it's not sexy. It seems almost as if someone put every Paul Verhoeven movie into an AI and this is what it spat out. A documentary came out recently called You Don't Know Me about people's love and hate for the movie. Edit. Thank you for the awards and 2K upvotes. The Core. You want me to hack the planet? Joe Dirt. It has an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. But I love that movie so much and it has so many good lines. Birdemic. Hell Comes to Frogtown. By far. Roddy Piper at his finest. Roddy Piper. A librarian type who is super sexy when she takes her glasses off and lets her hair down. The recent nuclear apocalypse has drastically reduced the male population and made most humans sterile. Spangle sends Sam Hell into Frogland, the mutant wasteland, to impregnate as many fertile women as he can. Once there, he learns that the mutant mayor, Toti, has kidnapped 8 human women for his harem. Now Hell's mission is to rescue Spangle and the harem from this supreme mutant, the ambassador of death. Rubber. Yes. It's an entire movie about a homicidal tire. Snakes on a Plane. Hudson Hawk. Bruce Willis' pet project comedy action heist singing weirdo movie. Is an absolute mess. But I love it. https www.youtube.com watch v = p8klb sich kk. Oh boy, we got Bird's Eye View, a totally insane documentary about aliens and parrots, and also veganism slips in somehow. We got Space Cop, Samurai Cop, Hard Ticket to Hawaii, Miami Connection. I'd check out Red Letter Media's Best of the Worst. We got the usuals like The Room, Troll 2, Leprechaun in Da Hood, Monos, Battlefield Earth, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Anything by Neil Breen, and many more. But seriously, Bird's Eye View is the wackest shit I've seen in a while. Balls of Fury. I loved it, even though I was mostly watching it with a morbid fascination of how bad a good movie could be. Titanic 2. What a fucking wonderful adventure. Okay. Please don't hate me for this. But look up The Amazing Bulk. Samurai Cop. Every scene is hilariously bad. If it isn't the terrible acting, then it's the boom mic shadows or the paper match body parts. There is a car chase scene where the hero is literally sliding his hands over a stationary steering wheel pretending to drive. Sometimes it's too much. The Conqueror. A bunch of white people playing Genghis Khan and his soldiers. As an added bonus, they filmed it near an old nuclear test site, so almost everyone who worked on the movie got cancer. Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Edit. I only said this movie cause I thought it was one of those movies where the writers were trying to be as ridiculous, stupid as possible and they did so in the best way. I'm glad more people loved this film cause it was something my brother and I bonded over and I had never met anyone else that appreciated it like we did, let alone had even seen it. But thank you for the gold and have a great date night, kind strangers. The Room without a doubt. Velocipaster. A pastor who turns into a dinosaur and fights ninjas. Edit. Holy crap. This blew up. I didn't think so many people had seen the movie. And enjoyed it. Glad to see so many people of culture out there. Edit 2. Thank you for the award. Thanksgiving. A budget horror movie about an evil turkey on Thanksgiving. Hilarious. Killer clowns from outer space. Edit. This is my biggest post I've ever had on Reddit. Thank you for the silver, kind stranger. Zombievers. Easily Mike Myers. The Cat in the Hat. Master of Disguise. It is the top 50 worst movies, but I think it's the most underrated movie and I fucking love it. It's so cheesy that it's funny. Almost Heroes. It's Chris Farley's last leading role in a movie where he stars next to Matthew Perry and they try to beat the Lewis and Clark expedition to the Pacific. It's pretty bad. But it genuinely is pretty damn funny at times. Going in knowing that it's a stupid movie helps out a lot though. Mortal Kombat. Nilbog. It's goblin spelled backwards. I used to live in a town with a bad film society. And we'd get together to watch the absolute worst films. One that stands out for being so bad it's good as Rock and Roll High School. With the Ramones. I don't know what it is about the Ramones. But they're fascinating to watch. Ugly. Ugly people. For me it's Thanksgiving. It's exactly what you think it is. A movie about a murderous turkey. Killing teenagers. There's a scene in the movie where the murderous turkey is hitchhiking. And this man pulls over in his car and says, "Ass, gas or grass." So he ends up fucking the turkey. Also the turkey fucks one of the teenagers in the cabin. As she thinks this turkey is her boyfriend. Also the first frame of the movie is straight titties. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Is Ed Wood's Citizen Kane. There's an entire culture around B-movies to check out. What was that film about a bunch of oil drillers who went to space to blow up a meteor heading for Earth? I remember it was so scientifically inaccurate NASA uses it to train new recruits. Emo. Con Air. Really it's a terribly written movie but it's so damn good. Two brothers. In a van. And then a meteor hits. And they ran as fast as they could from giant cat monsters. And then a giant tornado came and that's when things got knocked into 12th gear. A Mexican armada shows up with weapons made from tomatoes. And you'd better bet your bottom dollar that these two brothers know how to handle business. In Alien Invasion, Tomato Monster, Mexican Armada, Brothers, WHO, or just regular brothers running in a van from an asteroid, and all sorts of things. The movie. Hold on. These is more. Old women are coming, and they're also in the movie. And they're gonna come and cross-attack these two brothers. But let's get back to the brothers because they have a strong bond. You don't want to know about it here. But I'll tell you one thing. The moon. It comes crashing into Earth and what do you do then? It's two brothers and a tand. And they're Ghanaians called Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers. Truly. Masters of the universe. It makes you contemplate how humanity is still around. Sharknado, of course. Knowing with Nicolas Cage. I hated it so much I wrote a scathing review on some no-name forum. Something I'd never even considered doing before. But as much as I still hate it, the memory of seeing it in the theater is seared into my brain. Most memorable experience I've had. I think about the film fairly often. Of course only about how much the film made me angry. Who Killed Captain Alex? The Wicker Man with Nick Cage. Incredible.